Hey guys, today we are going to be doing another top 5 video. Today is top 5 blushes. Blush is something that I've recently gotten into, probably in the past 2 years. I went on a blush craze. I started out with around 3 blushes, now I have around 30 blushes, and now I'm kind of over blushes again. I'm starting to try to use more of them because I have so many, but anyways, I wanted to show you guys my top 5 blushes, and so let's get started. First, I'm going to start off with my 2 favorite drugstore blushes. My favorite blush of all blushes is actually this one from Milani. It is in 01 Romantic Rose. It is one of their powder rose blushes. I use this one the most. It is a very natural, subtle blush, and for how much I've used it, the rose design is on there pretty well. I will swatch these blushes, but on my skin tone, blushes are a little harder to swatch, so I'll actually do it, I think, on the inside of my wrist. Oops, but that's not even a good swatch. Let's swatch it here. But that is the shade all blended out. It's really pretty. These blushes are, I feel like they're actually a really good mix between powdery and firm. They blend onto the skin really naturally. They aren't splotchy, they don't skip, and this one, like I said, is kind of like a flesh tone mauve pink color, and I really love this one. The next one is 08 Tea Rose in the same Milani blush line. These are all matte blushes, the ones that I have. I have another one which is like the corally one. This one is a bright pink blush, so when I'm in the mood for something a little brighter in nature, I will reach for this one. This one is, I would say, more like a typical bright pink blush shade. That's what it looks like there. And if I'm wanting something really bright and fresh on the cheeks, I will normally reach for this one. I just really love these blushes. They are really good quality, and they even look really pretty just sitting out. Now, getting into my higher end blushes, I am going to first start off with this Nars one. This one is my favorite high-end blush, and this is in Nars Sin. I got this one last year, and it started me off with my Nars blush love affair. This color is so pretty. It looks a little bit scary in the pan, but it is so beautiful on the cheeks. And what I like about Nars blushes is that they are a bit of a drier formula, but they do still show up on the cheek. So when you first apply your brush, it's not like it's going to pick up a lot of product and leave it staining on the cheeks, but you see, this blush is honestly perfect all year round. Fall, winter, summer, all of the seasons this blush will work for. It has a little bit of tiny micro golden shimmer in it, and it is so beautiful. A drugstore dupe for this blush is the e.l.f. Turquoise and Caicos. Now, the blush in that one is going to look a lot lighter, but they do wear and blend out on the cheeks really similar. This one is just so pretty. I love this blush. Continuing on with Nars, I got the Nars palette from last year's Christmas. I have been wanting a Nars blush palette for years, and finally last year I took the plunge and got one. And this is the, I believe it's the, yeah, Virtual Domination palette. It has the bronzer, 3 blushes, and the highlight. And I was worried that I wasn't going to like this product, and the girl in Sephora kind of just talked me into it. She was like, well, if you don't love it, you can return it, because I was worried that this blush here and this bronzer were going to be way too light. And in fact, this blush is amazing. It is the one that I reach for the most out of the 3. It is in the shade Sex Fantasy, and it's probably not going to show up that well because it's such a light blush. But if I want something really natural on the face, just a hint of pink, I will go in with this one. It is so pretty, so subtle. I can wear it with just about any makeup look. It just gives me just a beautiful flush on the cheeks. It makes me look really fresh and young, and it's another one of those drier blush formulas that I really like. So I don't know if they sell Sex Fantasy by itself, but this Nars palette is amazing. And the very last blush is a limited edition, but I decided to mention it because it is coming back out for the holidays, so you can get your hands on it in a palette. And it is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in a Blushed Copper. I believe that this one is technically a, well, it's just a Skin Perfector. I know that most of the products in this line are meant to be highlights, but this one is way too pigmented and way too deep for a highlight on my skin, but it makes the most gorgeous blush that you do not need to layer with a highlight. And I'm barely touching, it's on my middle finger, barely touching this. This is one of those really soft powdery blushes that you do have to be very careful with. I just tap my brush into it, and I might even tap off the excess if I feel like I have too much, and I'll start very slowly blending this out onto the cheeks. But that is the shade there, and it is coming back out in the Becca and Jaclyn Hill little trio that has a newer, like a white opal shade as well as champagne pop. So this shade is going to be coming available, and it is just so beautiful, especially on brown skin. Oh my gosh, beautiful. I have worn this in, I believe I wore it in my last tutorial that I will link below if you want to see it on. So guys, those are my top 5 favorite blushes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please share this video so I can have more of you lovelies to talk to and share my makeup products with. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Please like, rate, and subscribe, and my Instagram link will be below. I do post little mini hauls, sometimes even little mini reviews. I post pictures of nails, just really anything beauty related is going to be on there as well. And that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.